All right, Coach. Just what did you see out there tonight?
I thought Wiley was pretty good to start the game. Some really good two-out hitting. I mean, you can go down the list there in the second inning. The first to third base running, that stuff was really good. The offense got rolling. Proud of the guys' effort because that's a tough thing. Like you score those runs right there, and then you give up that 5 spot. That's tough to bounce back from in the middle of the game. I thought the guys just put their head down, went right back to work. Antonio with the home run. Can't figure out I'm trying to think how we got the other run to tie it up, and then that stuff in the 7th and the 8th, some of those at-bats right there in clutch situations were really, really good. Proud of that stuff. Thought overall we played great defense. They figured out ways to get hits, and we couldn't close out the game.
Jimenez obviously with the tough at-bat at the end of the ball game, caught looking, and then obviously the ensuing part of that, what all kind of transpired there?
Yeah, just disagreement on where that 1-0 pitch is in a tight game and with our shortest hitter.
And then the bat right before that, obviously go to review, and it looks like from a different angle that the first baseman's bat foot is off the bag.
Yeah, you guys saw that. I didn't get to see it. It looked like live. I thought that's why we reviewed it. So
there was a still picture of his foot being off the bag.
You guys can comment on that stuff. I can't. So.
Back and forth exchange this time around. Just when you compare tonight versus last night, what kind of differences did you see?
I mean, I thought the at-bats were really competitive all the way through the night. Like, you can go down the list. Diamez, 3-1 safety squeeze on his own. Antonio's at-bats. Espy battled his butt off. Lex was really good. Cruising with some really good swings. Maduro in the first inning, or the second inning, whatever inning that was, with the line drive with 2 outs. And you go up and down. Dylan King with a really clutch 2-out double. And Khalees figure out a way to get a butt down after catching one in the face. So there's a lot of toughness in that. If we can take that focus and that toughness and continue to play at that level, we'll be okay.
You touched on it a bit there. How important was the two out hits today, and how important was that in just keeping you guys in the game all game?
Yeah, I mean, you got a chance to deliver, and I was happy to see those guys deliver. And I mean, you can't ask for a more pressure-packed at-bat than Dylan King there in the bottom of the 8th, and just proud of the guys' effort on that.
Castellano, he's been struggling the past couple of weeks, came in today, 3 innings. He only gave up that 1 home run, one of the 2 hits to give up, striking out 5 of 12 batters. Just what'd you see from him?
Yeah, it looked like he had the fastball life was in there. The use of 3 pitches, he threw some good breaking balls, some really good changeups. I think he just ran out of gas in the 8th, and we went to Galvan there trying to figure out how to close this thing out.
Yeah, just touch on that as well. Galvan obviously been one of the best relievers all season long. Has he kind of solidified that closing role for you this
I mean,
team?
based on today and who was available, yes, that's who was back there, and we hope to get Chris Sosnowski back tomorrow, and hopefully he's available and we can make some adjustments on that.
Take me through that 9th inning, because you start with Galvan in there, you bring Stanford and he walks, and then you go to Isaac.
Yeah, we like the matchup for Stanford. If we got the counsel, we were going to walk him, which we did, and then we liked Isaac Williams for the next guy. Isaac's last 2 outings been really good. Actually, his last 3 outings. His outing at Cincinnati was good. Got some bad luck on a foul ball that wasn't called foul. Last night, another good one. Bases loaded, really tight situation. Executes some really good pitches and got us off the field. He's been pitching really, really well for us.
What was your message to the team after this, and what do you tell them after a game like that?
Man, it's a tough stretch. It's one of the toughest stretches in college baseball for 25 plus years, because they're in every game and we're right there. And I saw them the last 2 days kind of ratchet up what they're trying to do, and we're not quitting on them. They're not going to quit on each other. We're going to figure this thing out and find a way to get one tomorrow.
I was going to say, what you got Stags going out there tomorrow. What does this team need to do in order to fend off this week?
Well, we got to pitch a little better in some tough spots. We had a tough time keeping them in the ballpark. We had a tough time getting off the field with 2 outs there in the 8th and the 9th, and just continue to execute some pitches, play the defense we've been playing, and continue the offensive stuff that we saw tonight. That was some impressive stuff.
Yeah, Kansas really had the power going tonight. Just how do you end up pitching, planning against a batting lineup like that?
We got to execute pitches. When you throw pitches in the wrong spots, you're going to get burned on it. And I think one of the big things was, the 2-out walk before the 9-hole guy hit a backside home run. That's really where you got to limit the stuff and attack the 8-hole when you had him in a 1-2 count. Somehow we get a ball 4 out of that 2-out home run.
That's good.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Coach.